museum has not stood here a very long period of time compared to the long excavations that we have been doing in this location. In the early part of the 1900s, the early excavations that took place here were actually inside the Natural History Museum, which is over in Exposition Park. They housed all of our fossils for a good portion of the time until 1977 when this museum was built and every fossil was brought back here, back to its home, to stay forever. And again, it's 5.5 million fossils to date. Now, looking right over here, you can see lots of our laboratory staff as well as volunteers working very diligently. They're working underneath microscopes. They're sifting through asphalt materials to find teeny tiny microfossils. And microfossils, again, can be plant material. It can be bug material. It can be material that comes from tiny mammals, amphibians, reptiles. And these are equally as important to us as those large fossils of saber-toothed cats and mammoths because they give us a good idea of what Ice Age Los Angeles looked like. Because of those microfossils, we now understand what the environment of Los Angeles was like, which is the reason why these animals were here in the first place. Now, the Brea Tar Pits is known for all that black gooey tar that's right outside its doors, but that is not the reason why these animals came here. They did not come here to become trapped. They came here because this was a great place to eat. There was lots of water in this area. During the winter season, the Santa Monicas would become snow-capped. Every once in a while, it still happens today, but when they become snow-capped in the spring and summer, when those snow caps melt, it allows springs to form down into the basin, and that availability of water would then make for a lot of plant material to grow, which is what brought in these huge herbivores in herds. And of course, where there's herbivores available, the carnivores are going to follow suit. And that is why we have this huge biodiversity of animals represented right inside of here. So that's the journey that I'm going to be taking you on today, the journey of what these excavators have discovered in the last 100 years, from the big fossils to what their world was like overall. So we're going to be starting here where everything happens, where every single fossil gets cleaned up, but we're going to be taking a journey of 100 years by going outside to visit the location that actually for a very long period of time worked as the original museum to the Brea Tar Pits. In the early 1900s, this was just open space with lots of tar seeps right outside. In 1951, however, they built the observation pit. It was a place to represent an actual asphalt seep with actual jungles of bones inside of them so that you can see and experience what the early excavators of 100 years ago actually saw when they saw all of these fossils. So that's where we're going to go and visit next on our tour.